Dear students, welcome to you all to my online class. I am Mullah Saifuddin Ahmed, Assistant Teacher in English at SM Model Government High School. Today we will discuss about voice change. So our topic is voice change. First, we will know what is voice change. Actually, voice change means to transfer an active voice to a passive voice. But for the young learners, we can define voice change like this. Voice change is such a structure of the verb where the subject does something or something is done to the subject. You can write the definition. Voice change is such a structure of the verb where the subject does something or something is done to the subject. Or the subject remains inactive. This is the definition of voice change. You have to remember it that in voice change, when you transform an active voice to a passive voice, the verb must have an object. That is, the verb will be a transitive verb. What is transitive verb? The verb which takes an object. So, let's see the example. We plant trees. This is an active voice. So how can we transform active voice to a passive voice? First of all, you have to the object of the active voice becomes the subject of the passive voice. So our object is trees. It will be the subject of the passive voice. So trees. Then we have to use a verb, and this verb for the present indefinite tense, our sentence is in present indefinite tense. So the verb will be am, is, or are. So or am, is, or are. For present indefinite tense, we use the following verbs: am, is, or are. Since our subject is in plural form, so the verb will be are here. So trees are. Then we have to write the past participle form of the verb. So our verb is in active voice, the verb is plant. We have to write the past participle form of the verb plant, that is PLANTED, planted. Then we have to give a preposition. In most of the cases we use by. In sometimes we use in, with, to, etc. So trees are planted by, then the subject of the active voice will be the object of the passive voice. So the objective form of we is us. So in the first sentence, that is in active voice, we see that the subject does something and the verb is transitive verb which takes an object, that is trees. In this sentence, trees is object of the active voice. So notice again, when we transform an active voice to a passive voice, first the object of the active voice will be the subject. So trees will be the subject of the passive voice. Then according to the tense of the active voice, we have to choose a verb for passive voice. Since the sentence in active voice is in present indefinite tense, we have to choose the following verbs, that is am, is, or are. Since our subject is plural form, we have to take the verb are here. Then the past participle form of the verb. After that we have used preposition by and the objective form of the subject we. Here we have written us. Thus we can change an active voice to a passive voice. Perhaps you have understood the sentence. Next, this is in present indefinite tense. In case of present continuous tense, see the next one. They are flying kites. The sentence is in present continuous tense. So to change the voice of the sentence, first we have to take the object of the active voice to the subject of the passive voice. Here the object is kites. Kites will be the subject of the passive voice. Kites. Then we have to use a verb for present continuous tense. Since the active voice is in present continuous tense, we use am being, is being, or are being. Our subject is plural form, so we have to take are being as verb. Kites are being. The past participle form of the verb fly is flown, FLOWN. Then preposition by, our objective form of they is them. This is how we can easily transform an active voice to a passive voice. Then come to the next sentence. They did not do the work. First you have to identify the tense of the sentence. The sentence is in past indefinite tense and the sentence is in negative form. So for past indefinite tense we use the verb either was or where. So the object of the sentence is the work. It will be the subject. The work. Then for past indefinite tense, we take the verb either was or were. The subject is in singular, so we have to use the verb was. And the active voice is in negative form, so in passive voice we have also used not for negative sense. The work was not the past participle form of the verb. Our main verb is here, the main verb is do. The past participle form of the verb do is done. Then preposition we have to take by. The objective form of the subject they is them. Okay, understand? Then come to the next sentence. Then we see an interrogative sentence like this: do you know him? This is an interrogative sentence. Some students do not know or hesitates to transform an active voice to a passive voice of interrogative sentence, but it is not difficult. It is the very easy method to transform an active voice to a passive voice of an interrogative sentence. First, what is the object of the sentence? The object of the sentence is him. It will be the subject of the passive voice. The subjective form of him is he. Then the sentence is in present indefinite tense, isn't it? So we have to use the verb either am or is or are. Since the subject is he, we have to use is as verb. Is as verb. Since the sentence is an interrogative sentence, we only give the verb at the beginning of the sentence. So we have to write is. Then the past participle form of the verb know. What is the past participle form of know is non. K-N-O-W-N. Non. Then we have to use the preposition. We know that the verb know takes the preposition to. So we will not write by here. We will write to. You will keep it in your mind. Then the subject of the verb will be the object. So our subject is you. The objective form of you also you. Then we have to give a question mark, but some students often forget it to give the question mark after completing the sentence. Okay, dear students, I hope you have understood the point. Then come to the another sentence. Then come another sentence. Then no, sorry. they have not memorized the answer. Here we have to identify the tense of the sentence. That is the sentence is in present perfect tense. So first we have to the object of the verb will be the subject of passive voice. So the subject will be the answer. Then for present perfect tense we use the following be verb: either, have been, or has been. Since the subject is in singular form, we have to use has been. Though there is have, because our subject was in plural form, but in passive voice the subject is in singular, so we have to use the be verb has been. Has been memorized. This is the past participle form. By okay. Then another sentence. We saw the boy playing in the field. The sentence is for the boy playing in the field. Then the object of the verb is the boy. It will be the subject of passive voice. The boy. The sentence is in past indefinite tense. So we have the following be verb: either, was, or were. The subject is singular, so we have to take the be verb was. The boy was. Then the past participle of the verb: she saw, seen. The boy was seen by the objective verb who is as, where, how, the playing in the field. Okay, dear students. Then next sentence. We must follow him. It is very important. That is, in case of modal auxiliaries, that is can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, etc. In these cases, we have to first we will make the object of the sentence, object of the sentence subject. We will write the subjective form of the object, that is the subjective form of him is he. Then if there is any modal auxiliaries, we will use them as be verb, that is he must. Then we have to only add be, either must be, can be, could be, shall be, should be, may be, might be, like this. We have to use this verb with be as be verb. He must be followed. He must be followed. Then preposition by the subjective form of objective form of who is us. Then another sentence. Suppose you can do it, make it passive. The object of the sentence it will be the subject. Then our modal verb is can, so we can easily write can be. The past participle of the verb do, done. Then preposition by, objective form you is subject you. Objective form of you, here it will be you. This is how we can easily change the active voice to a passive one. And then we will see some more examples. Okay. They have broken the rules. Correct? They have broken the rules. The sentence is in present perfect tense and the object is the rules. It will be the subject. The rules. Then we have to use be verb. Since the sentence is in present perfect tense, we will use either have been or has been. Since the subject is in plural form, we have to take the verb have been. Then the past participle form is broken, preposition by, objective form they is them. Okay. Give me another sentence. Another sentence. You are drawing a picture. The object of the sentence is picture. It will be the subject. A picture. The sentence is in present continuous tense, so the verb will be is being, because the subject is singular, so the verb will be is being. Past participle of drawing is drawn. Preposition by you. Then another sentence. Your behavior annoyed me. The sentence is in past indefinite tense. The object is me. It will be the subject. The subjective for me is I. According to the tense, the verb will be was. Then the past participle form annoyed. The verb annoyed takes the preposition with. Then the objective form of your behavior will be your behavior. So I was annoyed with your behavior. Then another sentence. You will call me passive. The subjective form of be is I. The sentence is in future indefinite tense, so the verb will be either shall be or will be. So I will be. You can use shall be. In most cases, we actually use will be. I will be. The past participle form of call is called by him. Okay, students. So in the next class, we will discuss something more about voice change. Okay, no more today. Thank you all.